Good evening, Colt here from TechInform.us with another technology-related video. This video is about Adobe stopping Flash development on mobile devices. Now, as most of you know, I hope, most Android devices had Flash on them, Flash Player. So basically, if you don't know what Flash Player is, you would go to a website and moving content, whether that be clickable buttons or even a Flash video would start playing. For instance, this video is playing through Flash unless you have HTML5 enabled. Flash Player is very processor intensive, very RAM intensive. It's just very resource intensive, and it's an older way to do stuff. Newer ways, HTML5 and a few other solutions, and really most people didn't understand that Flash was not the future 2-3 years ago. Now, I'm not going to pull up the exact article, but I remember Steve Jobs released a letter. I think it was in the spring of 2010, I think. Let's look right here. Thoughts on Flash. Right here. Where is that? April 2010. So that was created, April 2010. Steve Jobs wrote this deep, in-depth letter, just an open letter, titled Thoughts on Flash. And I read this letter back last year sometime. I don't remember exactly what he said. I'm not going to read the whole article here, obviously. But basically, he said that it wasn't the future, and it wasn't right for this device, or this type of device, this consumer electronic device, this iPhone, iPad, whatever. It's just not right. But other makers like HTC and Android, mainly Google, they didn't see it like that. And maybe they were right. Maybe they were right for the time. But times are changing. HTML5 is much more open now, much easier to code for, and it's just time for Flash to go by the wayside. Now, I don't know much on the technical side of Flash. I've never coded for it, obviously, and I don't know a whole lot about security. So I can't really speak about that a whole lot, but I've heard stuff from people saying Flash is very insecure, security-wise, so that would be another reason to move away from it. But what I wanted to do this video on was Tuesday, Adobe released a letter, and I'm going to read a little portion of that letter I have inserted into this Tech Inform post here. Our future work with Flash on mobile devices will be focused on enabling Flash developers to package native apps with Adobe Air for all the major app stores. We will no longer adapt Flash Player for mobile devices to new browser, OS version, or device configurations. Some of our source code licenses may opt to continue working on and releasing their own implementations. We will continue to support the current Android and Playbook configurations with critical bug fixes and security updates. So basically what they're saying there is they are ending new development on Flash. All devices that currently have Flash on them will continue to have Flash, and they will release critical bug and security updates. Meaning you might see a Flash update every once in a while, but it's not going to be much if there's just a little bug or something. It's not going to be a whole lot. Basically what they're saying is future devices will not have Flash on them, and that's the way it should be in my opinion. Most of the web, 75% of video content on the web is Flash-based. But what people don't tell you is, 95% of that 75% that is Flash also has an alternative that a device like this can play, HTML5 or another type of video. So Flash isn't the only way out, and it's definitely not the future, and Adobe sees that. So what Adobe has to do now is they need to create tools, and they need to find a way back into this market, and they've already done that. I don't remember the exact tool name. DRBUK pointed it out. But basically, Adobe has already created a tool that creates HTML5 stuff just like you would do with Flash. It's very easy to code for and create HTML5 content, and I think that's really going to help them in the future. So, what do you guys think? Do you like Flash? If you're an Android user, could you live without Flash? Do you have Flash on your Android device? I know not all Android devices had Flash. But leave a comment down below. I'm curious to see what you guys think. With that said, that's pretty much the video. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/ColtonFry. Check out the website, techinform.us. We still have this poll up that's incredibly important that we need everyone to answer. It's about donuts. Right there. It's incredibly important. Answer it. We need to know. Also, check out my vlog account, youtube.com/ColtsVloggin. Doing daily vlogs over there, 1 video a day, filmed on my iPhone, and shot up around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every evening. So check all that stuff out. That is all down below in the video description. So with all those plugs done, I will talk to you guys in the next video.